dropping. And I would generally say, although we have a major event in Dubai, that is kicking off. This week is a little bit crazy. This week is a little bit crazy, ladies and gentlemen. This week is very crazy. It has some major events. And I would love to talk about those major events. We have a major event that is happening in Dubai called Token 2049. It is a major event that is putting across key players in the marketplace. It is putting key players in the marketplace at Token 2049. By the way, I'm not feeling well, so don't expect me to teach a lot. My health is not so good, so I was not supposed to do any Zooms. I was advised not to do any Zooms, but when I look through my schedules, I can't survive if I don't do these Zooms. Yet I will also have a full week of activities in Kenya. But let me try to share. We have a major event called Token 2049. This major event is gathering almost all blockchain companies all over the world, but we have key speakers on the Token 2049 that is starting, if I'm not mistaken, on 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. And if you are in Dubai and you would like to be sponsored, if you are in Dubai, you could reach me out. We have some few companies. I don't know whether there are spaces that are still available. We have some few companies that could sponsor you to attend Token 2049. I have already had those offers on my side to attend, but I have issues because I have events of the crypto ambassadors in Kenya, so I cannot travel to Dubai. But if you're in Dubai and you want to attend Token, it has a lot. It has yacht parties. It has knowledge. It has you'll be able to see the CEO of Binance. You'll be able to see the CEO of Telegram. I hope those two are the major speakers, are one of the major speakers of Token 2049. But let me get my gist to my sharing of Token 2049. On Token 2049, there are two major speakers that I believe are going to share. The major speakers. One is the founder of Binance. Under the founder of Binance, the CEO of Binance, who is Richard Teng, is going to be talking about the hard fork of BNB. Okay, BNB is going to produce a hard fork of BNB, and we shall be hearing what he will be able to share. And then we are also going to have another major speaker, and this is the founder of Telegram, who is Devol. Devol is the founder of Telegram, and Telegram has its own blockchain called the Ton blockchain. If you're not using Telegram, you're missing out big time, because Telegram looks to be, the Ton blockchain looks to be the next big time thing in the crypto market space. And if you are not following on the Ton blockchain, please do follow. And they have tokens I've talked about in the past. One is called Redo. When I spoke about Redo here on this Zoom, it was at 0.02. Redo is now at $1. It means if someone had invested $100 in Redo, has made close to over $2,000 in a space of 1 month. So please pay close attention. Redo is seated at a market cap of only $100 million. And I hope Redo could go to $1 billion and you could still change your life. So you could either use the Crypto Ambassador YouTube channel and check out on that, and maybe make your personal research on that. I'll not go in details. So Token 2049 is happening on 18th. But on 19th, we also have a major event happening in USA, where the former CEO of Binance, CZ, is going to get his sentence. Okay, the former CEO of CZ is going to get his sentence. And still, I hope it is 18th, if I'm not mistaken. Then on 19th or 20th, we expect the Bitcoin halving. Now, the big question to me, I'm not relating my decisions to the war of Iran and Israel. I'm relating my decision to a major event called the Bitcoin halving. Why is the market going down? I want to explain. And what is the opportunity involved? Why is the market going down and what is the opportunity involved? Let me crystal clear paint the picture to everybody. You need to understand that the people that verify the transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain are paid in terms of BTC. Okay? The people that verify transactions and also maintain the security of the Bitcoin blockchain are paid in BTC. But these guys have been mining Bitcoin, getting a reward of 6.25 BTC whenever they complete a block. It means that these guys have Bitcoin, but these guys at the same time, they have high bills to pay. They have high bills of high electricity charges that they have to pay. And as we get closer to the Bitcoin halving, their rewards are going to be reduced. They have been on profit because Bitcoin has been surging, but most of these Bitcoin miners have not yet sold off their Bitcoin. Now, we are getting closer to the Bitcoin halving, and their rewards are going to be halved. If you were the owner of this company, what would you do? Some answers in the chat. If you are the owner of this company, what would you do? Some answers in the chat. If you are the owner of this company, what would you do? If you were the owner of this company, what do you do? Some answers in the chat. You are a Bitcoin miner. Your rewards are going to be your rewards are going to be reduced by half this week, and you have been having, let me say, 10,000 Bitcoins, and you have bills to pay. What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? Thank you so much. So my perception to what is causing the price of Bitcoin to go off, it means that these guys are selling off their Bitcoins, okay? They are selling off their Bitcoins because they have too much bills to pay and their rewards are going to be halved. Okay, I hope I've given you an answer. I personally expect, I'm not relating the price of BTC to basically to Iran or what people are trying to say could be the cause. I'm relating what is happening, ladies and gentlemen, to one of the major factors, and that is the Bitcoin halving. And so there are other triggering factors that could still cause a drop in the market, okay? But I also look at the event that is happening in Dubai, token 2049, to be also a major event that could maybe cause the market to spark. So I want you to pay close attention to two major tokens. Those are, I pay close attention to BNB and pay close attention to TON. I believe those two could maybe outperform others in token 2049. Although in token 2049, basically the other events that are going to happen, events of tokens like Atom and so many other tokens, so many meme tokens that are giving away giveaways on token 2049 event in Dubai. Okay, so I've given an offer. If you are in Dubai, you could reach out to me and let me see if my offer is still available for, because I had an offer from a company. I think I need to just confirm, is it Cardano or one of them that was offering me a trip to Dubai? But since I have an event in Kenya, my team is bigger than those other blockchain companies. Okay, so let's get started to our topic for today. I really want to thank God because God has opened up so much in the crypto market space because of our resiliency and consistency as crypto ambassadors. But we keep on our main formula, and that is none other than cryptocurrency trading. So let's get into our topic for today. We are still saying we want to do technical analysis, the power and the ability to understand how markets behave, the power and the ability to understand how markets behave. And as technical analysts, we believe in one thing, and I've shared it several times. We say that no matter what happens, ladies and gentlemen, markets still behave in the same way. Markets usually return to where they came from. And we say our analysis sits on 90% technical analysis and only 10%, 10% fundamental analysis, which I basically did in the last few minutes. What I did in the last few minutes is what we call fundamental analysis, looking at what we expect to happen in the market. Okay, so now let's get into our major topic for today, still continuing on our journey of technical analysis, and I share with you a few more aspects of the things that I believe anybody who gets started into technical analysis should be able to pay close attention to and be able to understand. Last week, we talked about how to avoid a bear trap. And we talked about the most important aspect is confirmation, okay? Confirmation. And we are now going to start off to patterns. We are going to just finish up just a little bit about support and resistance. And then we are going to channel our efforts and our energy to one of our major aspects, and those are going to be channels, all right? Having talked about technical fundamental analysis a little bit, now let's right over to this amazing, fantastic aspect of our sharing. Okay, so now what are we looking into depth today? We want to finish up with support and resistance. And in our last call that we did here, we basically decided to share with you an amazing aspect of understanding, where we said that anybody who decides to get involved in technical analysis, they must be able, ladies and gentlemen, to understand the power of analysis. Make sure if you have joined this meeting, ignore my screen, okay? Ignore my screen, don't touch it, don't write on it. If you do, you are basically causing a lot of discomfort to me, but not only discomfort, but you also distract others. So I believe I'm dealing with adults, and we could be able to speak the same language. Okay, so let's get into, again, support and resistance, because we basically believe that trading is the power and the ability to understand how these aspects work. And if you can be able to draw support and resistance, you can be able to trade. Yes, I believe if you can be able to do support and resistance, you can be able to trade. And if you cannot be able to do support and resistance, I believe you cannot be able to trade. So let's dive into support and resistance a little bit, just to complete what we started last week. Okay. A few things to remember. We said resistance is the ceiling and support is the floor. And we discussed and said there should be ability and power to have what we call a bigger picture, and what we call a smaller picture. Okay? Okay, let me first just dive a little bit into a bigger picture. And if you cannot see, you can double tap on your screen. Increase the visibility if you're using a phone. But if you can see what I'm typing, what I'm writing in my chat, give me one in the chat. If you can see my screen, you can see what I'm typing, give me one in the chat. Give me one in the chat. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's move. Let's move. Okay, so let's start with, what do I mean by a bigger picture and what do I mean by a smaller picture? Okay. During our technical analysis, we have what we call what can I call it in simple understanding? Okay, you can look at a trade in 1 day. You can look at a trade in 4 hours. You can look at a trade in 1 hour. You can look at a trade in 30 minutes. You can look at a trade in 15 minutes. You can look at a trade in 5 minutes. You can look at a trade in 3 minutes. You can look at a trade in 1 minute. These are my common ones, okay? But what I want to understand, everybody to understand before I continue, if I look at 1 minute, it means that there are 3 candles of 1 minute in 3 minutes. If I look at 5 minutes, it means that there are 5 candles of 1 minute. If I look at 15 minutes, it means that there are 15 candles of 1 minute. If I look at 30 minutes, it means that there are 30 candles of 1 minute. If I look at 1 hour, it means that there are 60 candles of one minute. If I look at 4 hours, it will be now 60 candles of 1 minute that are in 1 hour times 4. So what I'm trying to create an understanding to everybody listening to me, when I talk about it will be 60 times 24, because in 1 day, we have 24 hours. So in 1 day, we shall have 24 candles. But when I go in 4 hours, it will be 24 divided by 4, and I will get how many candles? I think they're around 6 candles. So what I mean is that the 1 day is representing a bigger picture of 1 minute. Give me a 2 in the chat if my lesson is home. Because now I've finished that. I'm now going to something else. Give me a 2 in the chat if my lesson is home. Give me a 2 in the chat if my lesson is home. Good, beautiful, beautiful, fantastic. So, as a trader, it is important for you to understand that as you are going to be looking for trades to win, you have a big picture perspective and you also have a small picture perspective. Am I clear? Give me a yes in the chat if I'm clear. I want to get off this. You will need to have a big picture perspective and you will have a small picture perspective. Now, it is important, ladies and gentlemen, it is important. Let me clear my board. By the way, I continue to thank my friend this friend of mine decided to sacrifice $200 and bought me this board. He doesn't want me to speak his name. Could we drop some love hearts for this guy? He bought me a writing board that I use in my training for free. Tell me, Julius, I wanna get you because you are giving us free knowledge. And he gave me this writing board. Could we drop some love hearts? When I come here, I usually want to make sure that we respect his presence. He sacrificed $200 and bought me this writing pad. I love you so much, bro. Thank you so much for seeing what we do and giving back to the community. So thank you so much. We really appreciate. Someone, I will not share his name. He doesn't want. He's not interested. Yeah, he has been able to enjoy, so he doesn't want his name to be spoken. Okay, now understand. Happy to see you, my first person to believe me in Royal Q. Please help me, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome Leader Oreda to our call today. Please help me give Leader Oreda some love hearts. She's in the call, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I want to respect her presence. I rarely do this, but let me make some big shout outs to some key people in the house. Because of her, ladies and gentlemen, I was able to buy my first bag of rice. Yes, I bought my bag of rice. And because she believed in me, I'm now financially free. She was the first person. So when she's on this call, I don't take her for granted. When she got started, I made my first $30. I bought the rice, and I also paid for this Zoom that you still use today. Could we drop some good love hearts to Leader Reda? She's in the house. Highly respected mama, all the way from Namibia. I love you so much. Thank you so much. Because of you is why Crypto Ambassador. Because maybe if you didn't believe me for the first time, maybe because I was broke, I was poor, I had nothing, and I want to respect her presence. Ladies and gentlemen, there's another key person on this call that I also want to respect her presence. Is a lady, and this is not other than Leader Pressure. Yes. Could you also help me drop some love hearts for Leader Pressure? She's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. She's a unique lady, and the reason why I say she's a unique lady, she was one of the first biggest runners in the Crypto Ambassadors that pushed the Crypto Ambassadors team with the late of our great leader, may her soul rest in peace, none other than leader Nana X. They moved the Royal Q and Crypto Ambassadors and the Team Africa in Southern Africa, and the life was able to be changed. They were the fastest growing, never than ever before, and the team grew very fast. And because of her work and her work ethic, it's one of the reasons that I'm financially free. Happy to see you, Leader Pressure, on the call. Those are enough. The rest, it is okay. We can continue now. Those are love hearts to you, two leaders. Thank you so much for joining our call for today. Okay, so now let's get into what I want to confirm. Now, as you look at your trades with either a bigger picture in a bigger time frame or in a small picture on a small time frame, either in a bigger picture on a bigger time frame, understand that when you take your looks in a bigger picture, you might stay in a trade a little bit longer than someone who looks at a trade in a smaller picture. Okay? Now, someone who looks at a smaller picture could be one of the person we call a day trader. I explain these things. I'm just trying to draw a little bit so that now I move on. A day trader. A day trader is someone who enters a trade in that day and wants to get out of that trade in that day. So for you to win faster, you want to look at a smaller picture. And so that's why some trades that some of you trade and move out faster. Maybe someone has looked at 1 minute, maybe someone has looked at 3 minutes, maybe someone looked at 5 minutes, maybe someone has looked at 15 minutes, maybe someone has looked at 30 minutes. And such trades are usually trades we give for current price. You know, people have been complaining, why don't you current price? It means once you enter this trade, it is moving through this smaller picture time frame. One, they can deliver very fast. I just want to throw it here. But they can also lead you to good floating loss. Give me one in the chat if you now have understood. Because it is a small picture. Anything can happen. Things can change. And you can get yourself in a bigger floating loss. Am I clear? That's why we say that if you do not see a current price signal, ignore. Am I right? Give me a yes in the chat if it's now clear. If you do not see a current price signal when it's dropped, ignore. Give me a yes if you have understood why it happens that way. Because it is looking at a signal on a small picture. On a small picture. And since it is a small picture, things can change. Okay? Good. Good. All right, now let's go to something. So that's why it's not good for you not to trade with margin calls, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, what's happening? Okay. Now, when I was doing this training, I said there are two things that can happen. Then I go to my lines on my chart. I'm going to run very fast. I'm looking my time. I'm going to write. Now, as you trade, you might suffer from two major things. One, I said, is called the bull trap. I said you will suffer as you do with support and resistance. And what is a bull trap? A bull trap is when you believe that prices will go up and the market goes down. So you have done your analysis. You believe that if these are green candles, you believe that the prices will be able to go up. You have these are three. What name do we give to these three green candles? Some answers in the chat. Let me see if you attended a coach Mopiwa's lessons. What name do we give to these three green candles? Some answers in the chat. Three consecutive green candles. Three white soldiers. Thank you so much, Zush. Okay, we move. So now you have been able to find your three white soldiers and you're excited about this coin going up. And ladies and gentlemen, what happens? Things go berserk, and you get a very long red candle with a big body. What do we give to this candle? A long, big body candle. Some answers in the chat. Let me see if you attended Coach Mopiwa's classes. A long, big, red candle. Some answers in the chat. 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 Coach Mopiwa, what is happening? People are changing. Coach Mopiwa, please, selling pressure, bearish candle, high selling pressure. Bearish engulfing candlestick chart pattern. We move. This one, nobody pass key. Coach Mopiwa. Coach Mopiwa, where are you, my brother? Your people are changing. Coach Mopiwa. So, ladies and gentlemen, you find that you suffer from a bull trap. So the other thing that you'll be able to suffer from, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a bear trap. Okay, a bear trap. Okay, now what do I mean by bear trap? I want to be crystal clear because this is a training. In Royal Q, we have two areas. Okay, we have two areas. And these two areas of making money in Royal Q, they are both safe. But my introduction to these two areas is happening slowly. Mopiwa says he doesn't know those people. He doesn't know those ones that shared. No? So he knows those that kept quiet. I don't know. All right, so we move. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going to happen with the bear trap is that you believe that the prices are going to be going down. That's important. And then the market goes up. So what does this mean? When we say we are doing a long, it means a long means from your entry, you expect the market to go up. When we say we are doing a short, it means from your entry, you expect the market to go down. So in Royal Q, what we call spot trading, we could give it another name of a long. A long means from your entry, you expect the market to go up. And a short means from your entry, you expect the market to go down. And in Royal Q, ladies and gentlemen, Royal Q doesn't do leverage trading. Let me explain because I'm dealing with the Royal Q traders. Royal Q doesn't do leverage trading. So let me explain what is leverage trading because I've done this in the past, but I want to be what is leverage? What is leverage trading? What is leverage trading? So let me explain these two so that I do not cause danger. Let me explain these two so that I do not cause danger. Okay, let me explain. I want to explain two. Now, what is the difference? What is the difference? I want to explain what is the difference between margin trading, because Royalty is doing one of these two, margin trading and future trading. I'm not going to write, I'm just going to explain. Margin trading and future trading both are methods used to amplify potential returns on investment. Okay, when someone talks about margin trading and someone talks about future trading, these two methods are used to amplify. When I talk about amplification, and like I'm going to be able to explain, let me first explain what is margin trading, and let me explain what is future trading. Margin trading, this one, it involves in borrowing funds. Listen to me very clearly. Borrowing funds from a broker. Okay? I'm going to explain what Royal Q does of the two, so go slow with me. Borrowing funds from a broker to purchase assets. Okay? Borrowing funds from a trader to purchase assets. It could be stocks or crypto. Traders use their existing assets as collateral to borrow additional funds. For example, you have some BTC in your exchange. You give away this as collateral security so that they give you more funds. Margin trading allows traders to leverage their position, potentially increasing their gains or losses. With margin trading, you can potentially increase your gains, and you can also increase your losses compared to investing with only their own capital. So you do not come in with only your own capital. You borrow more funds and you give their collateral as security. The borrowed funds are subjected to interest and must be repaid. The word is must be. Listen to me. When you borrow, let me say $1 million, this $1 million you have been able to borrow will be able to have interest, and the interest must be repaid. And there are risks involved if the investment does not perform as expected. If the investment does not perform as expected, if it gets to a loss, you not only pay, listen to me, you not only lose what you invested, but you must pay. Am I clear? The interest. Give me one in the chat if you have understood margin trading. You borrow funds to purchase assets and you give away collateral. And if the market goes against you, not only do you lose what you have invested, you also must pay the interest. Give me one in the chat if you are loving patterning with the crypto ambassadors and you are learning free. You know, people pay for this knowledge. But you see, as the crypto ambassadors, we want to give you for free and make sure that you become financially knowledgeable. Yes, that's why we are leading the crypto market space in the whole world. By the way, when I got an invitation to Dubai, someone said, we have been following you for a very long period of time, and we want to invite the crypto ambassadors to attend Token 2049. And I said, I'm a simple man with a simple profile. But we shall continue. We move. Now let's go. What is future trading? What is future trading? I told you we shall conquer this crypto market space slowly at a time. Future trading. Now this one, it involves in contracts. The word is a contract. These are contracts to buy, which is a long, or to sell, which is a short. So when we talk about a buy, it's a long, you buy. Or when you talk about a sell, it is a short. Okay. You say Bitcoin is seated at $70,000. I expect this Bitcoin to come down. An asset at a predetermined price for a specific future date. Traders speculate a future price. So here it is called speculation. You speculate. You speculate a price movement of an underlying asset without owning the asset itself. So here, you do not own the asset. Here, you do not own the what? You do not own the asset. Not doing well. I was not supposed to teach, but let's continue. Here, you do not own the asset in future trading. So future contracts are standardized and traded on future exchanges. So future trading allows traders to leverage their positions as well. But leveraging is usually higher compared to margin trading. So here the leverage is higher. Now, the futures that you see in Royal Q, they have zero leverage. Give me one in the chat if you have understood. So the futures you see in Royal Q, they have zero leverage. You do not borrow any funds. You do not leverage. If you go and say you have put $100 in your future account in Royal Q, I'll slowly introduce this. And this is what beats all our competitors, our noisemakers. Okay. If you put $100 in your future contract account, you will not be given any extra funds. I'm just explaining, I'm not teaching people to trade it, but slowly we shall introduce it. Unlike margin trading, future contracts have expiration dates, which means traders must settle their position before the contract expires, either by losing their position or rolling it over to a new contract. In summary, while both margin trading and future trading involve leverage positions to potentially increase returns, margin trading involves borrowing funds to buy assets directly, while future trading involves trading standardized contracts for future delivery of assets without owning the asset. So in margin, you own the asset. In futures, you own the asset. But we must understand that in futures, you are speculating the price. If the price goes against you, the risk is real. Give me one in the chat if my answer is home. You speculate that BTC is going to go to $100,000. If it doesn't go there, the loss is real. That's why so far, in the crypto ambassadors, we are basing our trading so far on the spot only. Okay, so in the spot, there's no loss. Give me a yes in the chat if now it's clear. Give me a yes in the chat if now it is clear. Okay, having created that environment, now, how do you avoid the bull trap in support and resistance? How do you avoid the bull trap and the bear trap? I just want to build a basement. How do you avoid the bull trap and the bear trap? The word is called confirmation. Could we all type the word confirmation in the chat? The word is called confirmation, 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 confirmation. And it is trading. If you do not wait until you get a confirmation so that your trades have more chances. When we are starting this lesson, I told you trading is probability. Okay, trading is probability. Okay, trading is probability. And it's going to be a major thing. Wait until your trades have more chances of succeeding than more chances of losing, or the market going against you, because in the spot market, we don't lose. So when the candle breaks the resistance, wait for the next candle, this one, to close above. So a breakout candle is usually a green candle with good volume. Let me say, it should have good volume. Good volume. We are going to talk about volume in trading. So this is called the breakout candle. Don't get excited at the breakout candle. Don't get excited at the breakout candle. Wait for a confirmation candle to avoid a bull trap and to avoid a bear trap. So confirmation. So the confirmation candle, which we call the test candle one, it could be a red candle. You could wait, someone could decide to wait for a red candle that forms above and closes above your resistance. Or you say, I wait for a green candle that closes above. You could either start in the middle or at its close, and then you go on with your analysis. Having explained confirmation, I'll now run to what I explained the other time, and then go to the charts very fast because I'm looking at my time. I'll go to the charts very fast. And now I want to talk about, I explained it the other time, but I think I was not clear. I want to talk about a flow over. What's a flow over? Now, this is what happens. The coin moves up, and then it comes back where it came from. This is what we call a flow over. And these things are going to be so much common when it comes to your trading analysis. Okay, now it's time to go to the charts and let us speak the language of the traders. It's time to go to the charts and now let's speak the language of the traders. Okay, please make sure when you are here, your camera is off. Let me tell you, may I have a story? Me, I have a story. Who wants to listen to that story of someone who attended the Zoom? And someone asked me, Julius, why are you no longer speaking? Why are you not speaking? We can't hear you. When I opened the Zoom, the movie had already started. May I tell you? Hey, when I opened the Zoom, the movie had already started. Now, it was very hard for me to focus because when I looked at the movie, when I looked at the movie was so live. So I was worried whether I should concentrate or focus on the movie. So some of you, please, switch off your camera. Some of you, you come here, you are not somewhere, you are in your bed, and you are rotating against another magnet. You are in your bed, you on our Zoom, but you are rotating. North Pole, South Pole. Magnetism is happening, and you are on our Zoom call. So you are near the magnet, and now you are also on our Zoom. So And like Apollos start attracting as I'm still talking about support and resistance. And your camera is on. And you get an accident. One magnet wins the forces. And the way the magnet was moving closer as the other, I was like, should we continue? So please, switch off your camera. Or else, you will sweat. And the challenge, the meeting is streamed live. The challenge, the meeting is being streamed live. Hey, where have I been? But don't worry, these guys, we shall, please. So switch off your camera. So it becomes a long time movie. Whoever joins Zoom will watch it. So you may pretend to be smart. Whoever will join Zoom will watch it. And if I work well on my YouTube, I will get more followers. I will get more followers. So I'm making money on your movie. So make sure I switch off your camera. I don't want to earn on you. Okay. So this is my screen. Let's now focus, guys. This is my screen. And like we have discussed, we are talking about support and resistance. So how do you do support and resistance? How do you work on your support and resistance? We have said you can have a bigger picture and you can also have a smaller picture. Okay, you can decide to have a bigger picture and you can have a small picture. That time I explained that if you are using your PC, double tap on your screen to an area that you want to see well, like I could double tap, so that it is the only area that appears on your screen. Okay, so now I have hidden all the other things, and what I have in my screen now are only the candles. And we said that, one, this is how you draw support and resistance. Step number one, look at the current price. Can someone type the word current price in the chat? Look at current price. Can someone type the word current price in the chat? Please ignore the movie. It is not here. Because I see someone is saying, please, I want the movie. But did you come here for the movie? Who told you here we perform movies? This man also. This man. So current price. So look at the current price. And when you look at the current price, come here on your tools. I told you the other time when you come here, maybe on trend lines, identify the tools you will use. So here we have different tools. So me, I love the horizontal line. I love the horizontal ray. I love the vertical line. I love the parallel channel. I love the flat bottom and the trend line. So make them your star. And down here, I hope it works out. Down here, you can have hide options. Let me move this car thing. So here you have hide options. But here, you can lock your drawing tools so that they can be able to appear on your screen. So you can decide to get below this there is this star. Can you see this star? Give me one in the chat if you can see this star on my screen. Below the delete, there is a star. So all the things that you have starred, can be appearing on your screen so that you do not get disturbed every time. The tools you want to commonly use, discussing also for Zoom, can over disturb. So you see my tools are here. So now I just tap on, I want a horizontal line. Okay? Now, when I tap on it, and I don't want to keep on tapping it time over time, I come here on this padlock here, and I stay in drawing mode. So from current price, this is my current price. The lowest point on my current price is my support. And the highest point from my current price is my resistance. This is the floor. So this is the floor and this is the ceiling. Give me a 2 in the chat if that is simple. From my current price, the lowest point from my current price is my support. It is my floor. And the highest point from my current price is my resistance. So this is the floor and this is the ceiling. Point to remember. On the formation of the green candle, we said that the green candle closes. So this is the open of this green candle, and this is the close. So at the close of the green candle, I can draw another line. And what I have created on top this space is called a resistance area. What I have drawn, this one, it is called a resistance area. And below, the close of the red candle, I draw there another line. And when I draw this second line to the close of this red candle, what I have created below is what we call a support area. Can someone in the chat write the word support area? Support area and resistance area. Now, write the word support area, resistance area. Now, people are switching on their camera. When you switch on the camera, it doesn't mean you look more. So I'm going to just stop your videos, guys. Someone wants to open their eyes wider. But when you switch on your video, it doesn't mean that you open your eyes wider. It still remains the same way you are seeing it. So just Now, I can decide on my tools here. Tools. I pick up the rectangle. You see? The rectangle. You see? This is the rectangle. So I pick up this rectangle. And I say, from my lowest point to the close of the red candle, I can pick any area of my choice. I could say up to here. Up to this one. This red candle above here. Okay? So there I have drawn an area. But now remember, never forget that you are in the drawing mode. So you should tap. So also here on top, I go from here to here. So instead of me drawing lines, I can draw an area. Give me one in the chat if that is clear. Instead of me drawing a line, I can draw an area. You want to register for what? Give me a 2 in the chat if it is clear. So I can pick my rectangle and then place it from from the lowest point, which is the lower low. When you talk about so this one, this point here is the lowest point. It is a lower low. And this point is the highest point, is called the higher high. From the current price. Now, we have been able to construct what we call our major resistance. At the same time, we have been able to construct what we call our major support. But I have a question. When we look from our current, remember, ladies and gentlemen, what is technical analysis? Technical analysis is using of past data, past data to predict what? Future performance. So when we look at the current price to our resistance, and from the current price to our support, do we see more areas in the previous past data where the market was where the market formed a floor and a ceiling? Where the market formed a floor and a ceiling? Some answers in the chat. Do we see from the past data, do we see some places where the market formed a floor and a ceiling? Some answers in the chat. Do we see in the past data where the market formed a floor and a ceiling? Beautiful. So we are going to reconstruct other areas of support and other areas of resistance. So let me clear my chart. Let me clear my chart. Okay. So now we are going to pick our rectangle. We are going to pick our rectangle here. Can we all see this lowest point where the market formed the floor? And then to the close of the red candle, I could go up to here and create a good area. I could even decide to say up to around here. So I skip this, then I go for this up to around there. Okay. So, but now there are very many. So I needed to find a way of deleting some of them because they are. So when you double tap, you can always get the challenge now is that when I double tap, I draw another one. So let me just keep on deleting because there are very many. Okay, now I'm ready with one. So I start from the lowest point, which is this one, to, now the area is white. You see, someone is not seeing. You see the market moved from here. It went up to here. Let me change the color. I'll use white. You see the market moved from here. It went up to here. So this is the ceiling. Give me one in the chat if you can see what I'm saying. And then it came down here. This became a floor. Then it went up to here. This became a ceiling. Then it came down up to here. This became a floor. It went up here. It became a ceiling. It came down here. This one became a floor. It went up here. This one became a ceiling. It now came down here. This became a floor. But do you see that what happened here and happened here, this had happened here before? Give me a yes in the chat if you can see that. What happened here had happened here. Give me a yes in the chat if you can see that. And if you had understood what we call confirmation, and maybe you had drawn your resistance, let me say, to this area, do you see that you would just wait? I'm talking about confirmation. You would just wait, yes, for this candle here, and from here, you would make your entry. And you make your exit at this area here. Give me a 2 in the chat if you can see that. If you had drawn your support here, and the market came back here, you would wait for confirmation. Give me a 2 in the chat. You would wait for this green candle to close, and from here, you would enter from here and get out from this previous highest point. Let me now show you again. If you had drawn your support and resistance here, and the market went up, and now as you are still seated on your chair, you come to check the market, you find that what had happened here is happening here again. And what happens? You wait for a confirmation candle, which was this green candle, and this red candle closing above here, so you get confirmation. Do you know you would enter from here and still get out from this line here? Give me a 3 in the chat if you can see. You would still get out from here. Now here, you are also waiting for confirmation. Give me a 1 in the chat. You are waiting for confirmation, but this is one day. It is a bigger picture. So what are we going to do? We are going to go to a lower time frame to have a smaller picture. Who's loving the subject? This is a bigger picture. So we want to go in a smaller picture to find if there is a confirmation. We want to go to a small to see if there is a confirmation. So let's go to a lower time frame. So we are going to move from one day. Let me say we go in 1 hour. And what are we looking for? We are looking for a confirmation for breaking our resistance. So this is the breakout candle. So here still there is no confirmation. There is no confirmation here. Who's seeing? Who's seeing that there is no confirmation here? There is no confirmation. Give me a 1 in the chat. Is there a confirmation here? Some answers in the chat. Is there a confirmation here? Is there a confirmation here? No. So we continue in a lower time frame to look for confirmation. So we go in, let me say in 15 minutes, and we were looking for confirmation. There is a breakout candle. So at the close of this candle, we could now plan to make our entry. And now we shall look for another lower time frame. Let me go maybe in 3 minutes. Because I want everybody to understand me very well. We need to now to reconstruct our support and resistance. If we are here in the 3 minutes, am I making sense? Because we cannot use a bigger picture analysis to make an entry in a small picture analysis. I have a question. Does the support and resistance we drew in one day make sense now here? Some answers in the chat. Does the support and resistance we drew in one day make sense here in 1 minute? Some answers in the chat. Some answers in the chat. Some answers in the chat. If you look at our chart here, it doesn't, ladies and gentlemen. So maybe I'm not getting a clear picture. I will increase my time. Let me go maybe to 15 minutes. Okay. Now this is 15 minutes. Because the reason why I ran away from 1 minute, I needed a lot of space. So now I come here. I widen my chart. I'm looking for a floor and a what? I'm looking for a floor and a ceiling. So here is my ceiling. So if I look from the current price, are we learning? Or it is hard? So from my current price, I'm now back in history to look for a floor and a ceiling. There's this one here. There's this one here. You need to widen your screen until you are able to see a good picture. You see that it was this one here, but now this one is like, it's where the current price is. So I'll now come here, pick my drawing tool from the close to there. Okay. Or I could take the same area. Then there is this one here. I don't know, am I making sense to someone? There is this one here. I'll still pick my rectangle from the close to the body here. Now, having drawn in the 15 minutes, I can now go down to 3 minutes. I can now go down to 3 minutes. And I now needed to minimize my screen, pull back this screen to current price. Do you see that now it makes sense? Does it now make sense? some answers in the chat. Time is gone. I know I'm about to finish. Does it now make sense? So I now just need a clear picture of my chart. Now I can enter at current price. Now I can enter at current price. You see, guys, you see the confirmation? Who can see confirmation? Some answers in the chat. Who can see confirmation? Who can see confirmation? People are saying things are hard. It's you who's hard. Who can see confirmation here of this red candle? Confirmation now, like it or not, I'll take my profit up there. So I come here, pick my trade, then I say from here to here, I'll take my 2%. Guys, are we in profit? Have we won our trade? Are we in profit? Some answers in the chat. Are we in profit? Have we made money? Now someone is here crying, had I traded it? I don't want to analyze it. Are we in profit? Do we have business? Are we out? It's done. We are out. We got the money. We are out of business. That is support and resistance. Okay? Now someone wants to trade. You will sweat plasma. We are out. We are out. Now it depends where you drew your support. It depends where you drew your support. I don't know if I'm clear. Do you remember where we drew our support in the 15 minutes time frame? If you look here, no, the confirmation candle can either be a green candle or it can be a red candle. It is a candle that forms above your line. This was the breakout candle. Then you wait for this candle. Then do you see this green candle here, this one here, this one that started above was the confirmation candle in this case. And you could make your entry. You see, I waited, I made my entry on this other third candle to my resistance above, and I'm out. And someone who is joining now is in floating loss. Am I right? Someone who is joining now is in floating loss. Am I right? Someone is joining now is in floating loss. Am I right? But the market shows strength to go back to the resistance above. Okay, that is support and resistance. That is support and resistance. So you can use the bigger picture. You can use the bigger picture or you can use the small picture. Now, what do we use as the crypto ambassadors? As the crypto ambassadors, we usually use the bigger picture to trade. And that's why sometimes our trades take 3 to 4 days. We can use the small picture to trade. That's why we have people who give you current price signals. For us, we use the bigger picture to trade. Okay, like now, if I want to trade this on a bigger picture, I don't know if I'm creating sense now. Will you enter this trade? If I want to enter this trade on a bigger picture, in the 4-hour time frame here, I will not enter. This coin now, this is a breakout candle. Give me one in the chat if you can see this breakout candle in the 4-hour time frame. If you can see the breakout candle, give me a 4 in the chat. So it has broken this resistance here. But now I need a confirmation candle. I can now go maybe to 30 minutes to look for a confirmation candle. I want to make these things easy. And on this chart, from my current price, where is my resistance? Because the resistance is made to be broken. Can we see here? So I come here, there is a small resistance here. And I draw my chart there. There is another resistance here. Am I making sense to someone? So you need to be using the past history. Now, this candle has broken out in the 30 minutes. If I want still trade, I'll still go in a lower time frame to get my breakout. So this is my breakout candle. This is my confirmation candle. Okay, so if I was sharp, I would enter halfway of this candle. I don't know if someone is understanding. If I was sharp, I would enter halfway of this candle from here, and I get out from here. Because I'm trading a coin that is pump. Give me a one in the chat if I'm clear. I'm trading a coin that is pumping. If I was sharp, after this breakout candle, because it had broken it, I want to make, when you go to a lower time frame, you want to make an earlier entry in the market. I don't know if I'm clear. So that is support and resistance, and I'll try to make it more clear in my coming sessions. Because you cannot only use it for your trading analysis. Like for example, if you look at this coin, so my time is done. Allow me to come to the end of my call. I wish you a nice trading experience. I hope tomorrow I believe tomorrow I will still try to share more about support and resistance until maybe someone understands. I know someone might be asking, what is that one down in your screen? Slowly you'll understand. Just keep on attending the classes until you get the idea. Until you get the idea. Hope someone can say a good support here, good resistance here, and there is some money that can be made on YGG. Okay. These are just two indicators in my screen. One is a real-time indicator, another is a lagging indicator. And I'll be discussing. Those are one of my best two indicators. I cannot trade without the real-time indicator and the lagging indicator. One is a lagging indicator, another one is a real-time indicator. But we shall be able to discuss this over time. Okay. I know some people want to fish now, but you need to understand before you start to fish. So, like, for example, just to finish up, like you draw support and resistance on the chart, we also draw support and resistance on these indicators. So when I draw my support and resistance, I can be able to see where the market is being supported on an indicator or resisted on an indicator. But this will come over time. Let me stop here, guys. I wish you a nice day. See you tomorrow is a Wednesday. And I hope it will be will it be my last lesson? No, my last lesson will happen on Thursday. And I will spend a week without these classes. Okay, so I will spend a week without these classes because I'm going to be in Kenya. And I'll be doing physical meetings. So for the coming 1 week, up to Thursday next week, I will spend my 1 week in Kenya and I will not be doing these classes. So I'm going to do a class today and a class tomorrow. Okay. All right. So after Thursday, I'll spend a full week, but I'm opening up a live sharing onto the different WhatsApp groups. But this morning Zooms will end on Thursday this week. But for the Bitcoin halving, I'm keeping you chatted on your different WhatsApp groups. And my last Zoom for this week will happen on Thursday. Then I'll do my physical trainings in Kenya for 1 week. I'll be in Nairobi on the 20th. And then on the 21st, I'll be in that side as you head to Mombasa. And I'll spend more time in Kitui. I'll spend more time in Kitui. If God wishes, I'll be in Mombasa. So if you are in Nakuru, please come to Nairobi. I'll spend some good days in Nairobi. And I'll be at Meridian Hotel. That will be my location in short. So you could come at Meridian Hotel into the lounge area and we could speak one-on-one. Okay. Speak one-on-one. As I close my session, if you follow me on Twitter, there's something I've posted on my Twitter. It's not a financial advice, but think about it. I have no benefit from it, but it looks to be a nice, amazing project. God bless you and have a nice day. See you in the future. See you on the doors of financial freedom. And see you change your lives because the Bitcoin halving is coming. The market could drop a little bit, but around August, October, November, the market will do extremely well. Extremely well. Extremely well. Up to around April 2025. The market will do extremely, extremely, extremely very well. Okay, extremely very well. And this time around, it could be the biggest bull run. What is your plan? Keep winning. The 3% 300X strategy is an amazing strategy that can turn $10,000 to $10 million. It can turn $1,000 to, it can turn $100 to $1 million. It can turn $100 to $1 million. If $100 is your fat buying amount, if $100 is your first buying amount, and you make sure you are compounding, you can turn your $100 as your first buying amount to $1 million. That's why I'm coming to Kenya to share the super bull run strategy. And so if you are in Kenya, Do not miss out our super Buran strategy. If you are in Nairobi, if you can come to Nairobi, make sure you buy your ticket. Your tickets are only $4. I hope there's $4. I hope they will give you some breakfast on your $4, and I'll give you this knowledge for free, non-taxed, non-paid for, so that you become financially free. You have the power in your hands. You can decide to attend or not. But if you are in Nairobi, if you are in Kenya, and you can travel to Nairobi, you could pay for a journey that can change your life. Now, I'm telling you, you could pay for a journey that can change your life. On 19th, I'll be in Nairobi. On 19th, I'll be in Nairobi. Okay? You can reach out to me. Location is simple, Meridian Hotel. You can come to the launch, have a one-on-one with me. Let us strategize together. Let me give you the strategy physically, and you go and change your life for good and forever. That's why me, I people who stay in Masaka, I don't understand them. Someone joins the business, he stays in Masaka, he has your number, but he cannot call you and say, Julius, I want to see you one-on-one and let us talk about cryptocurrency. Someone stays in Kampala and he has your number. He cannot say, let me find this guy and I talk to him one-on-one. You don't need to pay me. God has blessed me enough. You don't need to pay me. You just think, how can I maximize my royal queue? One-on-one. How can I maximize my royal queue? If you can access. So those of you who can access me in Nairobi, hey, you better do, bro. You better do, my sister. And you don't miss out. In Nairobi, if you have not purchased your ticket and can access Nairobi, reach out to Leader Eunice. Get your ticket right away. It's financial freedom rolling over. Rolling over and over and over and over and over. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow on our next call. God bless you from me to you. My name is Julius, and I'll just play for you this song and wish you a fantastic money-making day. No matter what is happening, the market's getting better. No matter what is happening, the market will get good. No matter what people say, the market will skyrocket. Doesn't matter what people say. They tell you, no. Keep calm. Keep calm. Stop. When will the market rise? When will the market rise? When will the market rise? I want to make money. Lose that mindset. Just keep calm. The market will do extremely crazy. If you cannot be patient, you cannot be a millionaire. If you cannot hold on long time, you cannot be a millionaire. You just remain a gambler. I'm talking about how crypto markets could be nice. But if you want to leave those zones of gambling, hold on. Hold on. Don't sell your trades. Hold on. Don't change your perception. Hold on. The market will do better. Hold on. Things are going to get crazy. So hold on. Stop saying I'm dying in floating loss. Floating loss is about to come to an end and things will get better. If you can't hold on, you can't stay in crypto. If you cannot be strong, crypto is not for you. Go and try other things. But if you want to be a millionaire, you need to hold on. You need to hold on. You need to hold on. You don't need to sell. You don't need to get too fear. You don't need to get to sell your trades. You don't need to talk too much about how much you are floating. The market is down because the big boys are selling their bunch of Bitcoins. But trust me or not, if they are selling, there's someone who's buying. Wake up. If they are selling, there's someone who's buying. Wake up. Wake up. If they are selling, there's someone who's buying. Wake up! Wake up! Don't sell your trades. Don't buy into ideas of poor people with a poor mindset. Hold on, because the great moments are coming. Hold on, because squeezing moments bring great moments. Hold on, because your time of reaping is coming. Hold on just one more time, because the beautiful times are coming. And trust me, your life will never remain the same. Hold on. Don't sell your trades. Oh, don't stop posting your floating lots in our groups. We are tired. We have more floating lots than you have. Hold on, because you are about to become a millionaire. Hold on. Don't sell your trades. Make sure there is a lot happening in the crypto market space. Have a winning strategy. Have a winning strategy. Have a winning strategy. And the winning strategy is simple: 3%, 300x. Trade. Get out of a trade, enter another one, take 3%. Compound your money. It is the strategy. There is a lot. Buy this coin, you'll be a millionaire. Buy this coin. But ladies and gentlemen, 3%, 300x is a strategy. Stick to the strategy. Leave the gambling. Leave the too much noise, because millionaires are not made in noise. Millionaires are made with a strategy. Winning must have a plan. Winning must have a strategy. Set your goal. How much do you want to make? $1 million. How much capital do you have? I have $500. How many trades can you trade? Depending on your capital. Stick to the strategy and hold on. Stick to the strategy and compound your money. Leave the gambling and the noise everywhere, because all else, if you don't leave the noise will swallow you. And these 2 years will end when your life, nothing has happened. You either buy into the noise or you buy into the strategy. You either buy into the noise or you buy into the strategy. Okay? So it is up to you, but we shall see you on the beaches of this world after Bitcoin halving, because we are on the strategy and we are so much focused on the strategy. We are working on the strategy. We don't care where the market goes down. We just remain patient, one trade at a time, one trade at a time, one trade, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 300 of them, and the rest will be history. We don't care. It's up to you to say, I'm everywhere. But ladies and gentlemen, history says whoever chases everything ends up with nothing. You can decide to chase everything in